Test 1, 2.
Welcome back, Piedmont fans, into the Walker Athletic Complex to finish this game between Warren Wilson and Piedmont in men's soccer. We left this game off 3-3 in a very exciting one. Hopefully it picks up where it left off.
Yeah, it wasn't a very exciting day, sadly. Obviously, the rain took us out of this contest. I was having to watch from the scores table. We were looking at the lightning delays. But 13 days later, almost 2 weeks later, we are back. But you said it, an electric first half, 6 combined goals, a lot of shoddy defense. Lions outshot the Warren Wilson 17-6. So that could be a common theme. Obviously, it's a different day, but we'll see.
And a beautiful day at that, 83 degrees with the sun shining down on the field. It's going to be a little bit of a warm one, but a shorter game should mean fresher legs. Warren Wilson has not played since Sunday, while the Lions won on Wednesday against Toccoa Falls 2-1, improving to 3-0 at home this season.
Yeah, and the score on that one isn't really reflective of how they played. The offense was pretty lethal in that game. They got a lot of good attacks, a lot of nice connections in between teammates, which we hadn't seen over the course of the start of the year. So going into this one, look for the same.
And we're hoping that picks up where it left off. We will now announce the starters for today's game for Piedmont.
Yeah, so Bobby Wood will be in net again for the Lions, and it's a very similar group to what we see minus one guy. So it'll be Josh Duquette, Nathan Jacome, Delroy Mattis, Tyler Vogt, Boris Bosic, and Davis Knight, with Mason Keith and Colin Vogel, the Blonde brothers, in the mix there. The different man is Muhammad Al-Sawaidi today, number 15, and then Philip Nowak will round it out for him.
And I think we're going to get a drop ball to start this game, picking up right where it left off. Very unusual start, so there's a lot of things to figure out here.
Hit the pause button for a little bit.
41 minutes and 18 seconds are showing on the clock. As we mentioned, a 3-3 score.
We got a women's soccer mob coming in now. There's about, what is that, 15 maybe of the women's soccer girls coming up, sitting in the bleachers?
On paper, the attendance was 101 for the first half of this game 13 days ago. Little bit thinner today, but you better believe that other Piedmont teams will be showing up and showing support.
Yeah, there was a lot of people here. It was senior day for the women's team, which is a lot of the reason why, but going back in the minds during that delay, there was a lot of people sitting around. Unfortunately,
the women's game got rained out completely that day. They still did their senior ceremony and then did a little scrimmage, but they were not able to play Pfeiffer on that Saturday.
Yeah, I'd imagine if Pfeiffer had a shorter drive back, that would have been okay, but I think the scrimmage started at about 7 o'clock, so Pfeiffer would have been getting back at 3 or 4 in the morning. Not exactly a favorable thing.
Warren Wilson coming off a 3-0 loss now to center. They are 1-1-1 on the season. Decently impressive start for Warren Wilson considering their last season.
Yeah, 1-1-1 with one postponed game. It's a series of ones.
Yep. This game's going to start with a throw-in. Delroy Mattis to throw in, the multi-goal scorer from Wednesday. Heaves it down the field to the foot of Knight, who is trapped. Now coming away with it is Warren Wilson, kick back to their goalkeeper. Sent back upfield with Duquette. Will head it the other way. Mattis playing it forward to Knight. Knight gets boxed out. Now out of bounds, Warren Wilson will get this next possession.
One thing we saw in the game on Wednesday as well is the return of Delroy Mattis. He had the Lions' only 2 goals, but it was a big impact even besides the stat sheet as well. He's a good presence to have in the midfield and can dictate a lot of their offense.
Winning a lot of 50-50 balls, which is how he scored his first goal. That's huge when it comes to the possession arrow. Now this ball is covered back up by Warren Wilson, flipping fields and now playing it forward. Steve Moody sends it into the offensive half where Nowak will receive it. Nowak splitting defenders, gets tripped up. That one's definitely going to be a call.
The complete opposite. I'll keep mentioning Wednesday's game. The complete opposite of what we saw on Wednesday. That was not getting called the entire game.
It was not. And this game kind of started that way, too. It's a very chippy beginning as Mattis makes a move, then loses possession, tries to get it back, and once again, a foul. This one going against Piedmont. Bit of a ping-pong match so far, going back and forth. No real opportunities yet. Still early on. I say early on, but realistically, we're 51 minutes into this game.
Early on to round 2.
Yep.
2.0.
Duquette boxing out his offensive player. Ball bounces around. Straight up into the air by Nowak, and now the tall head of Mattis gets his head on it. Vogel and Davis on the trap, nearly forcing a takeaway, and there's the new starter, Mohamed Al-Swaidi, getting his first action of the day. Foul goes against Piedmont, going to end up right back in the hands of Warren Wilson. Benjamin Soto with his hands in the air, standing next to the ball, along with Malik Francois. Francois fakes it. Now Soto into the box. Jacome, the first one there, pops it in the air and gets the second attempt too, and we're going to get a push. Trying to go quickly is Duquette. He's got Vogel up the side, Possible breakaway. Maybe a little too strong. Right along the out-of-bounds line. Owls think it was out. The ref agrees. Vogel, some good sportsmanship, bringing the ball back for the Owls as they get ready to throw it in. From the far side of the field in their defensive half, here comes the long throw in. Bit of a fight for it, 50 ball. Here comes Mattis coming away with it, playing it backwards to Nowak. Mattis gets it right back. Trying to play it safely back to Vogt. Ends up being a turnover. Here comes Moody up the side. Vogt tightly on him, not giving up an opening. As now Bosick switches onto him. Send in, easily handled by Bobby Wood as he punts it away. Seen a lot of long stretch passes so far, trying to get into the offensive half for Piedmont. This one does not go in their favor as the Owls are coming back the other way with speed. Now pass handled nicely by Hutchinson. He tries to make a move. And now Nowak gets his foot on it. Hutchinson gets it right back. Now from the wing, Nowak trying to handle the ball. Gets it back to the forward. That's Vogel. Vogel sends it forward. Chasing it down is Mason Keith. Goalkeeper gets to it first, way out of his crease. So now the Owls look to break this press of Piedmont. And now doing the splits is Mattis. It looks like it paid off as he ends up with the ball. Taken right back by the Owls. Stretch pass goes forward to Millen. Millen gets it taken away, and Jacome sends it out of bounds. Millen with 2 goals in the first half of this game 13 days ago. Looking to make his presence shown once again. Ball into the corner, there's a race for it, and a box out by Duquette forces a goal kick.
These two teams felt each other out in the first half of the game 2 weeks ago, but now it's a whole different ordeal. These are now different experienced teams, different conditioned teams, and a different temperature, environment. Everything is different about this half.
And as we mentioned, disadvantage goes towards Piedmont playing 2 days ago as they look to start a rush. Keith plays it past his defender. It's booted away where Vogt will receive it. Vogt quickly up on Casterton. Now coming the other way, here comes Avila up the side as he plays it forward to Moody. Moody's got some space. Bosick closing in. The shot mishandled for a second. Wood comes away with the ball, though. Great save.
You can just see the height difference between Bobby and anyone else on that pitch. Such a good guy to have in net.
Going to be huge when it comes to corners later on as Wood boots it away again. Davis with a great touch to settle it. His pass was deflected. And now here comes Moody the other way. Playing to his center. That's Castrahan. Back to Moody. Davis Knight, the forward, getting on it now. We got a break here as Millen plays it to the center. Fake shot. Second attempt. It's a little bit of a whiff. And a clear out by Nowak. Plays it forward to Mattis. And Mattis clears the ball. Dangerous opportunity handled well by Piedmont.
Yeah, and this was part of the issue we saw in the last time these two squads faced off. I said the Lions outshot the Owls here 17-6. Obviously, the scoreboard was still tied up. So the issue was a lot of free shots for Warren Wilson. A lot of unprotected shots that worked their way in the box way too easily, so it was a much better job to clear that out by the Lions defense.
Dangerous opportunities could come back to haunt the Lions. The fight for it along the side. Owls come away with it, playing it forward, and there's Muhammad clearing the ball to Bosick. Bosick up the side, finds Keith. Keith trying to make a move, beats him with speed. Keith's got a step. Keith takes another step, now a cross in, is cleared out. Moody coming away with it for the Owls. Bosick playing way up on him, and Moody gets past Bosick. Up the side, this is Millen. Millen closely defended by Jacome, gets rid of it. Now along the right side, Moody flipping fields to play this one. He gets double teamed, and Nowak takes it away for the Lions. Nowak's got a head of steam, looking for Knight. Knight back to Nowak. He's about to get pinched. Doesn't matter. Comes away with it. Vogel trying to get it up to Knight. Loses his footing. Now a pass is blocked off by Nowak, and that leads to a throw-in for the Owls, breaking that rush up.
I think a lot of the reason Warren Wilson is playing a lot better than they did in previous years is because they know what they have. They have a seemingly large speed advantage on the offensive side compared to the Lions' defense. So you're seeing a lot of nice through balls, wide open passes. It's the same thing on the other end for the Lions, so hopefully they'll be able to kind of give the Owls a taste of their own medicine. Very
young team for Warren Wilson as Vogel going up the side. He might have a step on his defender. The slide trips up Vogel. Are we going to get a call? Yes, we will. Good opportunity for the Lions just outside of the box here. Maybe a goal-saving penalty, though. Vogt is going to take this kick. Piedmont loads up the box with all the height that they have. As you can see, Jacome and Duquette, the tall brothers back in defense.
Not to mention Mattis, too. He's also
Mattis in the middle,
yeah.
yep.
Yeah. It's a three-headed monster up there.
At 32 minutes left in this contest. We still have a tie game, but now dangerous opportunity for Piedmont. Vogt stares down the box. Just waiting on the whistle. Vogt, hands in the air. Sends it in. Off the head of Mattis and in. The tie is broken. Mattis, 3 straight goals for Piedmont.
Another day at the office, Colin.
It
like
is.
You said 3 straight. And I think I might have spoken into existence, too. I said, well, you look at Mattis, too. Boom. Probably the most athletic guy on this team. 6'4", good vertical. There was nothing the Owls could have done about that. And props to Tyler Vogt. That was a beautiful pass.
Beautiful.
Doesn't get better than that.
Loved it. Very similar to Mattis' second goal in the game on Wednesday. Same spot. This time uses his head instead of his foot. But whatever gets the job done. So now Warren Wilson looks to push quickly. Jacome says no thank you. Gets it back up to Mattis. Now a double team. Forces a pass. Now a low shot. Goes out of bounds. Shot taken by Millen. And Wood is going to get a goal kick. Bobby Wood plays it short to Duquette. After the Lions went up against Jacoa Falls, we saw a lot of this. Passing back and forth between Jacome and Duquette. Trying to play it slow, as now they get it up to Vogt. Vogt plays it up the wing. This is Bosick chasing it. And now Knight kicked out of play by the defender, Wittenmeyer. That slows down the rush for now.
Yeah, I like that decision by Wittenmeyer. He had 3 lines behind him. He kind of had eyes in the back of his head to just put that out, let the defense get set up.
Getting set up is exactly what they do. Here comes the height back into the box for Piedmont. That is both defenders heading in, which means a long throw from Mattis. A header attempt is cleared out. Vogel puts it back into the box, and now a stray ball is scooped up by the goalkeeper. Defended nicely by the Owls. Goalkeeper Connor Hefner started this game initially, was pulled after the first 2 goals to maybe spark some momentum, comes back in the second half.
You hear that from the women's soccer squad?
You can hear the chirping coming from the women's soccer section.
Hey, Tyler Vogt got Sendy and sent that one into the box, didn't he? That was a good setup. Yep.
Oh, goodness. That's Duquette and Nowak both chasing this one down. Nowak's tripped up. That's going to be a foul. Going against Jamie Millen. Lions retain possession in their defensive half. I think one voice sticks out overall in that women's soccer group. Maybe the one holding a sign. as Wood plays it along the ground to Nowak. Nowak up to Vogel. Vogel's quickly doubled. Plays it back, and a little one-touch passing sequence. Ends up on the foot of Mattis. Back to Nowak. It's deflected off of him and out of play. So the Owls are going to get a throw in. Looks like we might get a substitution first. Number 23, Vizmera, looks like he has exited the game. Long throw in into the offensive side. First touch by Muhammad and cleared out by Nowak. Davis Knight playing it up to Mason Keith. Mason Keith might have a step. Plays it slowly. Keith now trying to get up to Mattis. That pass is intercepted and played back to Vogt. Vogt has it taken away by Jamie Millen. Millen reverses Fields. Lost the touch on that. Avila playing it slowly. Now over to his captain. That's Castrahan who played it. Now Duquette coming up the other way. Stutters. And plays it to Colin Vogel, who gets it to Knight and then gets it right back, headed up the wing. Vogel with speed. Making his way into the offensive threat area. Vogel gets tripped up while trying to make a move. That's definitely going to be a call. We're going to see a similar kick to what led to the goal last time.
Yeah, what I'm seeing out of both these defenses is too much space. If you're able to smother those offensive pieces for both sides, it lessens the opportunity for these easy put-ins.
For sure, and the speed of the Blonde brothers on the outside has been really setting up opportunities. As you see, Vogel has drawn 2 fouls over in that area now. As Piedmont sets up what they like to do best. This time Duquette stays back in the defensive area, but Jacome and Mattis sit in the box.
I think it'll be Jacome this time.
Grant is calling Jacome. Vote with the send-in. Jacome is being held. No call.
Wow.
Very ticky-tacky as Nowak keeps it in play. Nowak makes a move, gets around the first defender, loses after the second. Keith trying to chase down. And here comes Millen the other way. Millen's got a step. And that's going to be offside by a mile.
Yeah, he had 5 steps up on him. I'm still not sure how that wasn't considered a hold on Jacome. He couldn't jump, nor could he move.
I agree. We mentioned last time it gets a little iffier once it's in the box because a penalty kick is a much bigger deal. Jamie Millen not a fan of that call on the offsides.
I also wonder if it wasn't called. Jacome had his arms up, so he was trying to sell it a little bit more than it was.
And now we
worth.
got a card on the coach. Yellow card has been thrown up in the air. That's head coach Maximiliano Vieira.
He was vocal in the first part of this game as well. Voicing his opinions, he's not afraid to talk to the ref, and I guess he had a little bit too much now.
Ref says no more to him. Got to mention, he is the men's and women's head soccer coach at Warren Wilson.
It's a lot on his plate.
As Bosick plays it deep. Mattis knocked over by the ball. And Warren Wilson trying to chase it before it goes out, but won't get there. So Vogel's going to throw it in.
I think what he was trying to go for was hit that header back to Vogel, who was right there. It was just a little bit too early.
I think that ball was a little further than he was anticipating.
Yeah.
So he had to lean way back as Mattis now going to take the throw in. Short one to Vogel. I think Vogel is trying to play it back to Mattis. Couldn't quite handle it, though. Vogt plays it forward. Mattis in stride. Looks like we might get an offsides the other. Nope.
Yeah. That's a good call.
Yeah, got an offsides the other way. Goalkeeper Hefner trying to play quick. Lots of white jerseys, a stone wall of them back around the lacrosse restraining line. As Nowak is the first to the ball there. Out of play, but puts it back on the defensive side.
Good pass, Coach.
Coach Stevens with his 200th win on Wednesday. Good home win against Toccoa Falls. Here comes a throw-in. That's over the head of Castrahan. Mattis now first to it. Plays it up to Vogel. Vogel's got a step again with a lot of speed. Looking to make the pass. pass is blocked, but it leads to a corner kick.
Again, Vogel on that left side, that's what he does best, push the ball down and let the defense try to figure it out and make a mistake, force them to make a mistake.
Just clearly beating the defenders with speed right now.
It's the name of the game.
Vogel had the game-winning assist in the game on Wednesday, picking up where he left off as he plays a short corner to Vogt and lets Vogt send it in. That's cleared right back out by Wittenmeyer. It's now handled up alongside by Hutchinson. Got a 50-50 ball here. Hutchinson boxing out. Oh, pass off the face. We're going to take a second for an injury. Good to see Nowak get right back up.
You can see the women's soccer team loves watching him play. They're having a fun time every single time he gets a touch on the ball, and obviously taking that one right to the dome, gets right back up. Showing the physicality.
Yeah. He was not fazed by that.
And he was a good piece in the win on Wednesday. I think I mentioned that after the game was over. He was a very underrated piece of their defense and was a lot of the reason why they were able to hold Toccoa Falls to one goal.
Stopped quite a few opportunities. So Warren Wilson looks to move it up along the right side. Short pass inside is booted out of there by Duquette, the length of the field.
Goodness.
Where Hefner plays it without his hands outside of the box. Keith chases down Francois. Francois loses the handle, and it's going to go back to the white jerseys. Bosick throwing it down to the corner. Finds Knight, trying to play it behind the back. Couldn't quite handle it. Cleared back out by Wittenmeyer. Matt is going to get the throw in. 4-3 ball game here at the WAC. Mattis broke the tie earlier as he throws it in now. Long throw in, looking for Jacome, doesn't quite reach him. Bottled up in the air and out of play. And it's going to go Piedmont's way. We're going to get another corner kick.
Something we saw on Wednesday, I'll keep tying it back. This is a carbon copy of how they played on Wednesday. You get the ball in your own end and force those corners. That's when you're able to play well with a height advantage.
Height advantage indeed. You can load the box up with 3 6'4" players. Short corner, Vogel, shot blocked. Bosick sends it way back in, and that's on to the softball field.
It's a fair ball.
It is a fair ball.
Left fielder's got to go get that one.
Almost a home run there.
It's
a couple one-touch passing leads to a breakaway for Castrahan and the Owls. Castrahan trying to look for the cross. Chip shot. No problem for Bobby Wood as he rolls it quickly out to Vogt. Vogt playing up the side to Bosick. Bosick trying to find a send-in, makes a move. Gets Avila beat as Mattis gets the ball now. He loses the handle on it. Avila straight up the middle. Taking a long shot, rolled right to Bobby Wood.
Yep, there it is.
Wood is fired up after a couple questionable shots from the Owls. Maybe some frustration coming out.
Yeah, you're letting those easy shots happen. Obviously, some questionable shots for the Owls. You and I had the same expression on that first one, kind of like a why. Just slow it up next time. But, yeah, it's the same frustration that we saw in the first half of the previous time these two squads faced off.
Looks like Jackson Shirley's taking the warm-up penny off, and there's another Lion waiting to come in. Ball goes out of bounds. Vogel plays the throw in quickly. Looks like they're going to stop it for a sub, though.
See a couple raindrops falling.
Don't speak it into existence, Grant.
I'm saying it's a couple. I'm not saying it's going to be a permanent thing.
Big raindrops falling. Not many, though.
Yeah, it's mostly, I said mostly cloudy. A couple of darker clouds, but hey, look, I'm going to knock on wood really hard here, and we got about 21 minutes, so let's just get through it and get out of here.
And Duquette plays it back to his keeper. Wood in no hurry. He finds Nowak up the side. Nowak playing to Vogt. Vogt looking to send in. Keith trying to get a step. Pass intercepted by Moody. Moody makes a move. Great play there by Al-Sawadi. As Keith crosses in, a little bit behind Davis. And Bosick puts it back into the offensive half for Piedmont. Bit of a volleyball match going on as the ball finally hits the ground. Knight wins that 50 ball. And now up the side, here comes Moody. Flipping fields. This is Castrahan in the middle. Makes a move, gets run into. Play is on. Avila knows he has a free play. Now tries to make a move. Played backwards. Now long shot by Soto is blocked. Vogel moves it forward. Hutchinson playing it from the side. Now plays it back, looking to set up their offense. Hutchinson gets it back. Makes a move around Nowak. Tries to play it to the middle. Stopped by Piedmont and sent away. Mattis plays it from the middle. Maybe a foul ball there. As Bosick trying to play it. Loses possession, and here comes Millen. Millen with the cross. Good touch by Duquette. Just barely throwing off that pass. Now fight for it in the corner. Vogel comes away with it. Vogel maybe push, but it's going to be a throw-in anyways. Here come the subs. Mattis stays on. He's stuttering towards the sideline. Now he's going to stay on.
I'm going to have to bring back the weather column. This is complete sarcasm, by the way. I love being in Georgia. I just absolutely adore the sun shining down and me still seeing rain.
Humidity is going to hit hard pretty soon.
Goodness gracious. Yeah, it looks like it's snowing, these drops.
It does.
Goodness. Yeah, sorry about the camera issues, folks. We had to move the camera inside just to make sure the equipment doesn't get damaged.
Keeping an eye out for the rainbow.
Yeah, exactly.
Should be behind us, sitting over the baseball field.
Yep. Yeah, you can see some of that dirt starting to get a little wet.
Softball practicing through it, though. They don't care.
I know baseball and softball players that would rather practice in puddles than fair weather in the 90 degrees. It's more fun that way. Unless you're a pitcher.
Yeah.
You probably hate it.
See, Jackson Shirley has entered the pitch. It looks like Edwin Sosa Reyes also up on that right side. This ball hits two heads and ends up out of play. Piedmont's going to get the ball right back. Now going up the side, Vogel gets trapped. Al's come away with it. Vogel, maybe a dangerous tackle there. Definitely going to be called for that one. These raindrops got to be the size
Actually,
of almost a golf ball.
You said Vogel. I think that's Arriaga.
Oh, it is Arriaga.
Is it a blonde trio now?
It's a blonde trio.
Wow.
Is that recent? I don't remember seeing him with blonde hair.
That had to have been yesterday because he had some brown hair on one Wednesday. Wow.
Matter of time before this whole team is bleached out.
Why not? We saw baseball players do that before.
Send in for the Owls is headed on net. Nope, just wide. Unless Wood got a hand on it. Doesn't look like he did, as it's called a goal kick.
Yeah, the rain's picking up, but the game's slowing down a little bit. We saw a lot of action in that first half, and oh, goodness.
Ah, here it comes.
Come on. I don't know about that one.
Thunder off in the distance.
Is it a lightning, or was it because of the rain? That's what I'm wondering. It looks like it's, well, we'll wait for Joseph's word, see what he says.
Field is being cleared once again.
Ugh.
God does not want these two teams playing.
Ugh. He's crying too much. I don't like it. Mother Nature gives and takes away, I'll tell you that.
Well,
we might as well stay on while we figure out what the word is, so then we can inform you all at home. See what the...
once we are informed, we will inform you.
Exactly. For now, though, I mean, this is one of the random occurrences where we don't have a couple home games for a little bit, I believe, here at the WAC, right?
Yeah, we'll get one Wednesday. Men's soccer will be
Wednesday?
playing Emory,
That
and
is
then we
right,
get a
yes.
week off. October 1st, we'll have a women's soccer game and a first volleyball home match.
Yeah. Should be a good one, too. It's against Wesleyan, so the girls will have a good chance to pull something together. Yeah, so 2 home games in 2 weeks. It should be rare occurrence to see us here.
Yeah, you mentioned volleyball starting the season 0-8 so far. Play another 0-8 team this weekend, so looking to get their first win.
I'll tell you what, maybe this rain will start to get that spider out of the way.
That would be fantastic.
There is a spider on the corner of the steps here in this press box, and he has been absolutely tormenting us recently.
He's been eyeing us up this whole time.
I just saw him move a little bit, and it makes me kind of scared. I don't know about that. Yeah, now
I heard him whisper Grant earlier.
I heard him say Colin. I don't know. I think he's playing both sides here.
Everyone, we are now in a lightning delay. We are now in a lightning delay. If everyone could
Okay.
please seek shelter inside the Demise Athletic Center or to your vehicles at this time. Thank you.
So, if you heard, Mr. Garwood was just informed, well, the crowd that's walking away, and the players that we are currently under a lightning delay. If you don't know, that means there was a lightning strike within 8 miles of our area, and that means a minimum of a 30-minute break. If we get any updates, we'll come back on air and let you know. But for now, the game has been postponed again.
Once again.
Who would have thought? Well, we still have about 20 minutes of action left to play whenever it comes to it. But you are listening to Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back in. Some unfortunate news. We have reset the lightning delay timer. We had another strike. We had about like 5 minutes left, and it was pretty disappointing to see the lightning strike notification come in, but we'll hope for some more news soon. Hopefully no news at all. That being, we'll be back in 30 minutes, but for now it'll be about 25 to 30 minutes until we'll give you another update. But stay tuned for more on Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube, and thank you for your patience.
Hate to do this to you guys again, but we've had another lightning delay. We're having a lot of fun up here in the booth. We're just talking it up, doing whatever, and we just got another reset notification. So it will be around 5:50 if anything doesn't happen. Big knock on wood there. But for now, we will step aside again, and like I've said in the past, give you some more updates for when this game hopefully will conclude. So go get what you need and keep your volume up for whenever we have some more updates. This is Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. We got some good news, and we got some bad news. The bad news is the game has been called. The good news is the game has been called.
The wait is over, to say the least. Well, 4-3 game.
Yep.
We'll have to keep an update on whether the game is official or not. The stats have not entered the stat book yet,
Yep.
but
Our sources are telling us that since it was past the 70th minute of play, 18 minutes left in the game, that the game is legally allowed to be called, and Delroy Mattis's one goal would be the way to get the lines above with a 4-3 win.
back-to-back game winners for Mattis. He's got 3 in the past 2 games. Phenomenal work for him.
Yeah, so what we will do for now is we're going to go ahead and end this broadcast up, so thank you for tuning in. Be sure to go to PiedmontLions.com to check final scores, stats, and updates for this sport, any sport in general, all that you would need. But thank you so much for your patience, and hopefully Mother Nature will be favorable to us in future broadcasts. But for now, for Joseph Garwood, the amazing athletic communications crew, doing a lot of walking today, going back and forth between the Miners through all these delays. Lions take a 4-3 win, and have a good weekend. Great rest of your night, and as always, go Lions.